Let's take you now to the state of Bihar, where the contentious role revision exercise by the Election Commission has not just seen a political fallout of that. Lots of commentary coming in from activists who have now reached Bihar trying to raise awareness. Today, you had Mamata Banerjee who took to the streets saying, nothing doing. I will not allow this exercise to take place in the state of Bengal, while this is what happened in Patna this afternoon.
बीते 5 वर्षों में हमने बिहार की जनता की आकांक्षाओं के अनुरूप किस सीमा तक कार्य किया.
Sloganeering, protests in black kurtas and a showdown. The fight over the Bihar voters list revision reached the State Assembly on Monday. Leader of the opposition Tejaswi Yadav slammed the exercise, calling it an attack on democracy.
स्पीकर महोदय से भी और हम लोगों ने बात की है कि एसआईआर पर जो है विधानसभा में कम से कम चर्चा जो है कराई जाए. लोकतंत्र का सबसे बड़ा मंदिर बिहार विधानसभा है और बिहार लोकतंत्र की जननी है और यहीं से लोकतंत्र अगर समाप्त करने का कोई प्रयास करेगा तो हम लोग चुप बैठने वाले थे.
The BJP hit back defending the Election Commission.
ऐसे प्रश्न उठाने वालों को संविधान का ज्ञान होना चाहिए और बिहार में चुनाव आयोग वही कर रहा है जो संविधान कहता है. उन्होंने तो 2 ही प्रश्न पूछा है, भारतीय नागरिक हैं या नहीं हैं, फर्जी हैं कि असली हैं.
Meanwhile, activists and other civil society members conducted a public hearing in Patna. People from rural areas expressed their concerns.
वोट जोन पर्ची जो नहीं भर रहा है उसको सरकार घर से नाम कट जा रहा है.
तो हमारे हस्बैंड है ना, उनको पर्ची नहीं आया है वोट वाला, हमको मिल गया.
प्रदेश के 18-20 जिले से सामान्य लोगों को जन सुनवाई के लिए बुलाया है. बिहार में ये वोटर लिस्ट का जो गहन पुनरीक्षण चल रहा है उसकी जमीनी सच्चाई लाने के लिए आज की ये जन सुनवाई आयोजित की गई है.
July 25th is the last date of elections in Bihar to submit their enumerations form. The Election Commission will publish a draft voters list for Bihar on August 1st based on the forms collected by booth level officers. The Election Commission is set to expand the revision to other states that go to polls next year. With Rohit Singh, Bureau Report, India Today.
Okay, joining me now is my colleague Rohit Kumar, who's been tracking all developments in Bihar very closely. Rohit, there's been a clear political fallout. We saw that in the stormy session of the Vidhan Sabha in Patna. What can we expect? 25th of July is the last date for form submission, both politically and otherwise. Where do you think things are headed?
Well, see, Preeti, the issue of SIR now is being raised in the parliament also, and today also it was raised in the Bihar Assembly when the monsoon session began, and tomorrow it's going to be a big day. Right from Patna to Delhi. In Delhi also we are seeing that the opposition has said that they want to discuss this issue tomorrow in the parliament, and tomorrow Tejaswi Yadav has also given a call that it will be a big protest that will be taking place inside the assembly tomorrow on the issue of SIR. So it's politically, it's going to be big tomorrow, and the opposition is leaving no stone unturned to make their point heard as far as the voters of Bihar is concerned. And what they are alleging, that Election Commission and the BJP are hand in gloves with each other. It's a conspiracy, this entire exercise, to help the BJP win elections in Bihar. And on the other part, we are seeing that several people from the civil societies, activists, they also came to Patna today and they held a public hearing here in Patna led by Yogendra Yadav, and voters from several districts, they came with their own grievances, complaints that their names were not being enrolled in the form, in the voter list, or maybe some other issues that they are facing. So there was a public hearing that took place, and in this also the activists who were present there, they shared the concern of these voters. So basically this fight is now being taken from the street to the parliament, to the assembly also in Bihar. So now remains to be seen that what happens from here on. But as far as the Election Commission is concerned, they are of the view that almost more than 96% people in Bihar have already submitted their forms, and only 4% approximately have been left, and the last date for filing these forms and submitting these forms is 26th of July. So it remains to be seen what happens by then, and all eyes will also be on 28th of July when this matter comes up for hearing in the Supreme Court. Remember that, Preeti.
Well, you're right there. The matter comes in, it's been challenged in the Supreme Court, Rohit, and that, all eyes on that, on what the top court of the country has to say. Is there a direction, Rohit, because many don't understand right now, especially in Bihar, after 25th July, then what? Because documents, proof has not been attached to those forms that have been submitted.
See, that's a matter of concern, because in many parts of the state, Aadhaar card is being accepted. Aadhaar is being accepted in many parts of the state, but there are other parts of the state like Simanchal, a Muslim-dominated area, where they are saying that Aadhaar is not being accepted. So it's like a lot of things happening on the ground. One document is being accepted in one part of the state, that document is not being accepted in the other part of the state. So that is what the concern is. But as far as the deadline is concerned, 26th of July is the deadline for submitting all the forms. And from 1st of August, the entire exercise of submission of documents will begin. And remember, Aadhaar has still not been made official by the Election Commission that it will be accepted as one of the documents to prove that you are a citizen of this country, maybe of Bihar, or maybe that you are entitled to be part of the voter list. So that has not officially been done. So now remains to be seen what happens from 1st August till 1st of September.
We are going to keep a keen eye, but in the middle is 28th of July. And a lot will depend on what the top court of the country says, which is hearing the challenges to this special exercise of role revision that is taking place in the state of Bihar. I want to quickly dip into news break that's just coming in, viewers. The Lok Sabha Speaker Om Birla may announce formation of an inquiry committee on Justice Verma tomorrow. The Supreme Court judge, a Chief Justice of a High Court, and a distinguished jurist will be part of the panel. The panel is expected to submit report before next Parliament session. So far, 200 MPs have demanded Justice Verma's impeachment, and these 200 MPs cut across party lines, be it those that come in from the NDA or those who come in from the India bloc. 145 MPs have submitted a letter to Lok Sabha Speaker, and 55 Rajya Sabha MPs have submitted a request to the Rajya Sabha chairperson asking for the impeachment of Justice Verma. Nalini Sharma reporting on this. Nalini, can you quickly get us up to speed with the latest?
Well, Preeti, what we are given to understand is that there is a very strong likelihood that the proceedings will first be initiated in the lower house of the parliament, which means the Lok Sabha. Earlier today, we'd seen Vice President Jagdeep Dhankar, who's also the chairman at Rajya Sabha, speak about how he has directed the Secretary General of the Parliament to look into exactly what was the procedure on the basis of which the memorandum was submitted in the Rajya Sabha and the Lok Sabha both. Because according to the procedure, what we understand, Preeti, is that if it is submitted in both the houses on 2 different days, then it depends on which house it is submitted in first. And that over there it's taken up first. But in this case, the memorandum has been submitted in both the upper and the lower houses on the same day, which is why the Secretary General has been asked to look into whether the proceedings should first be initiated in the Lok Sabha or the Rajya Sabha. We are now given to understand that it might start from Lok Sabha, where this committee is now going to be set up. Important to point out, Preeti, that this committee that will be set up by the Parliament Speaker will be different from the in-house committee that was set up by the Chief Justice of India, primarily in one way. The committee set up by the Chief Justice of India was an in-house committee whose job was to do fact-finding and to find out what happened on the night of March 14th and 15th. But this committee that will now be set up by Om Birla will be a committee that will decide what will be the charges against Justice Verma. So only after the findings of this committee come forward can we expect to see whether or not the impeachment motion will successfully pass in the lower house before going to the upper house. So a lot expected in this monsoon session regarding this case, and we'll have to see what developments happen in the coming few weeks.